So I'm Brian. I'm a member of a senior golfers group on a social media site, and one of the threads was I cannot hit my driver any further than my 3-wood, and loads of people were chipping in, break your hips buddy and all this lot and so on and so on. And but the simple fact, it's down to club head efficiency. It's as simple as that. What's club head efficiency? Well, basically it's a measure of how fast your swing speed is, and also then it correlates to how efficient your ball came off the club face, and it gives you a ball speed, and that's known as smash. All that's called smash factor. To give you some idea then, most senior golfers at best have got a swing speed between 75 and 80 mile an hour. There's loads claim on the site, oh, I swing at this speed and so on and so on. Yeah, you've been a plus player, but you're not now. So I laugh at some of them. So I like to talk facts instead. Simple facts is what I've just stated, 75 mile an hour, with a driver as well. What does that relate to? Well, if you've got an inefficient strike, 75 mile an hour with a low smash factor will mean you're hitting the ball about 160, 170 yards maximum. With a 1.4 smash factor, that'll get you up to 210. So how do you get that 1.4? Well, basically you hit the ball off the centre of the club face and you hit it correctly. You also set up correctly. And so here's me setting up on this jig. Basically this T-bit piece here, it has intervals in it for where ball positions go. It's great for on a practice ground. I've got my cane and I've got my heel against the cane, and there's my driver. And what it is now, that's my driver, the ball teed about half a ball above the height of my driver. And what's going to happen when I swing back, I'm going to come into there and I'm going to hit. And I'm going to swing through. I am not going to go like that, like some seniors do. I am not going to go like that and fall backwards in an effort to get the ball into the air like some seniors do. And I'm definitely not going to swing like this in an effort to get the club up, because you're supposed to get it horizontal, aren't you? I am not going to do that and break my arms at elbow. It's simple. If you're swinging like that, the only thing you're going to do is you're either going to, in effort to hit the ball, you're going to swing and come backwards, or what you're going to do, which is the worst swing, you're actually going to hit down on the ball and de-loft it. What does that cause you to do as a senior? You tee it lower because you've roofed your club a lot now and you're scared of doing that, so you tee it lower and lower. You cannot possibly get the smash factor. So that's why you can't hit a driver. There's loads of YouTube videos on this, but none of them are relating to you, because all of them relate to the fact that while you can't hit your driver, they all assume you've actually got a pretty good swing. So now let's get on to 3-wood, shall we? Interesting point. I spent a lot of time with fitters from various manufacturers, Callaway, Titleist, Ping. I've also got access to GC Quad, I've got access to TrackMan in our pro shop, can go in the room anytime I want, play about with all the latest clubs. Titleist have just launched new drivers, new range, the GT range. I'll be able to have a mess around with them, but I won't be buying them. It's simple, because I'm happy with what I've got. Anyway, here we go, 3-wood. The fitters will not fit a 3-wood for a senior. They're very reluctant to. Number one, they don't want a happy customer. They don't want someone saying, I got fitted for this 3-wood, I can't hit it, rubbish, just been to such a body store and got this whatever 3-wood and I'm hitting it really well. No. The reason why the fitters won't fit is because most senior golfers do not have a swing speed fast enough to get a 3-wood to work off the fairway. And if they're only going to be using it off the tee, that's fine, they'll fit them. So let's look at 3 wood. That's my 3 wood. It's on the tee. I'm going to look at my ball position now. And now my ball position, as you can see, all I've done is move the jig across. And as you can see, I've got the ball still near my left heel. And I'm still going to have the same swing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swing through and collect that ball off that tee. And I'm going to use the available loft on my 3 wood, which in this case is 14 degrees. The thing is though, with the 3 wood, is once again, what do most seniors do, even off the tee, because they come down like that and de-loft it with an out to in swing, the first thing they do is tee it lower and lower. All of a sudden they can't hit it. And next minute they're saying, oh God, I hit my driver more than my 3 wood. But it's because you're not in your 3 wood properly. So when we now say, oh, we're going to put this on the deck instead and play it off the fairway, so there's a position for off the fairway. And like say, everyone recommends that you hit down slightly on your 3 wood. But the thing is, the word is hit down slightly. Slightly means you brush the grass. It doesn't mean that you take a flipping divot after the ball. You see, that's the point. You don't. You're sweeping it away and you're brushing. Now the thing is though, why is this such a hard shot? Because if you've got a low swing speed, you're not going to get the backspin required off this club to make the ball go in the air. You're just going to hit it along the ground because you just haven't got the speed. And that's why the fitters won't fit most seniors. Decent fitters won't. What they'll say to them is, tell you what, I'll get you down to a 5 wood. Now a 5 wood typically has around about between 18, depending how it's turned up or down, to as far as 21 degrees of loft, you see. Now I haven't got a 5 wood, but I've got something that looks a bit like one. And there you go. This is my hybrid, one of my hybrids. And this has got the same loft as a 5 wood would have. Now the shaft isn't as long, of course, and that's the other thing about a 5 wood compared to a hybrid. The shaft isn't as long. But the point being, if as a senior now you've got a lot more loft here, and what's going to happen, even with your slower swing speed, that ball is going to go up in the air and probably go as far as your existing 3 wood goes. And just as important, if by any chance you're someone who unfortunately de-lofts the club because you've got this out to in swing, that you insist that you're still doing this at the top of your swing with, well then you're going to de-loft your 21 degree 5 wood down to about the same as a 13 degree 3 wood. So you'll get the same results. However, for some people, a better option is in fact a hybrid. But that's your choice. And the only thing I can say about all of this is go and get fitted. But also go and see a PGA Pro, and also try and see, is it your swing that's causing it? Because no change of clubs or and doing anything with your clubs is going to alter that fact for you. So there you go. That's the issues with why a 3 wood is better for you. Well, certainly off the tee than a 5 wood, but definitely not off the deck. Have fun, everyone.